Hi there, today we're unboxing a GoPro Hero 8 Black. So details in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So this particular special bundle was purchased on Black Friday for £329. It's actually a special bundle which comes with some additional accessories. So let's take a quick look around the packaging. So comes nicely packaged with the actual GoPro here behind this plastic screen. And if I come in close, you can see it says stabilisation Hyper Smooth 2. Okay, and if we look down here, 12 megapixel pictures, video is 4K 60 frames per second, waterproof up to 10 meters, and 1080p live streaming on there. Okay, coming around here, these are the accessories you actually get included in here. And if I come in close, same details again, 12 megapixel camera, video resolution, 8 times slow-mo, you got Hyper Smooth 2.0, Time Warp 2.0, 1080p live streaming, then you've got Live Burst, Super Photo plus HDR, RAW, I guess that's adjustable, voice control, touchscreen, 10 meter deep, waterproof, and GPS. Okay, coming around here, just a picture of a phone and some pictures on there. Coming around this way, just some of the accessories you get in there. So let's open it up and see what you get in the packaging. So I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging, so let me quickly go through them one by one. This card here shows you a quick startup of this. So GoPro app, how to disconnect from the actual mount here, opening it up, place the battery and micro SD card in, how to charge, and then button to press the film to turn it off. And there's a mounting bracket you could stick on a helmet. So very straightforward. Have questions, so you can chat to experts if you have any issues with this. You've got GoPro Plus, unlimited cloud storage of your GoPro footage. Next, you've got important product plus safety instructions. And this booklet is multi-language. Okay, next you've got some GoPro stickers. Next, we've got a charge cable. So USB to Type-C connection on there. Cable quality is really good, and in terms of length, it's 50 centimeters long. Next, we've got a head mount. So if I open this up, you just see elasticy, bit of rubber on there, and a good strong feel. You've got the point where you can mount the GoPro, adjusting points on the side and top, and branding on the back. Next, we have a tripod. If I open that up, and it also a selfie stick as well, so you can pull it up and you can hold it like that as well. And the GoPro obviously attaches onto the end here. Build quality seems reasonable, strong plastic and hollow in there. Weight wise, it's very light. This particular bundle comes with 2 batteries. And if I come in close just to show lithium ion, and coming around here, you can see it's 3.85 volts and 1220 milliamps. Okay. Next, we have a helmet mount. So slightly curved on there, sticky pad 3M, sticks straight onto a helmet, and then you can attach the GoPro directly onto it. Okay, another thing you get in this bundle is a micro SD card, 32 gig in size, and branded as well, so SanDisk Extreme. And finally, the actual GoPro. So build wise, very tough plastic all the way around. Obviously the lens is there. You've got the display here, coming around here, the actual screen where you can preview footage on there, mode button, so a power button here at the side, coming on the top, record button. And if I now come in here and we pull this up and open it, you've got the slot here to place in battery and the micro SD card, plus you can charge from this point as well. If I push it down and do that, it locks it in position. Now this is quite interesting about this. So if I now unscrew here and we release the bottom bracket, what they've done is something slightly different. They've put this on there. So this part is attached permanently on the GoPro. This idea being you don't need to put it in a case or anything, it's ready just to be placed into a mount straight away. So nice design, and if I pull this up, feels fairly strong on there. So it'd be interesting to see how this fares generally, because obviously it is just screwed in. So if it does get damaged, I'm assuming there should be a replacement part for this as well. And looking here close, you've got a small dot here. Perhaps that's the microphone on here, and another hole there as well. That's it. So build wise, it feels very good, and this surprise in terms of design, which I quite like, I think it is a good idea. So you don't need the case when you go out and about. You can literally just pull this up and attach it onto whatever you need to. So initial impressions, seems pretty cool. Okay, so let's install our micro SD card first. So that just slots straight in there. Get one of the batteries, and that just pushes straight in, and that's it, ready to go. Next, let's do the initial power on. So I'll take the screen protector off, and if I press the power button, which is at the side, see what we're presented with. There you go. Okay, let's run through the setup. So language, English is fine. Legal stuff, let's agree to that. GPS, let's turn that off, I don't want that on. Install the app on your phone, finish setup. Okay, so connecting your camera to the GoPro app lets you easily transfer, edit and share the media. Let's skip this setup. And let me set the date. Okay, let me quickly run through the options you have available and the screen display info. So you've got recording time here, you've got the fact it's in record mode, so record for video, and battery indicator there, button here for slow-mo, and the angle of the camera. So if I click here, wide at the moment, if I go up, super view, linear, and narrow. So quite nice functionality here, the fact that you don't have to go for a wide angle on your actual videos, so you can go down to more of a normal view. So I know some people don't like the actual videos that get recorded on a GoPro because there's such a wide angle. Next, if I click here, okay, settings, adjust your settings and save them as a custom preset. Okay, and standard is 1080p 60 wide, and then activity, you've got slow-mo as well. Okay, so if I edit that, I can actually change the resolution now, and I can say 4K at 60 frames per second, or I could go frame rate higher, so up to 240. And then obviously you've got the lens on there, so you can't adjust it on the 4K. The 4K stays at wide. Hyper smooth is on by default. When you go in there, you can turn it off. Obviously that provides stabilisation on the footage, and it's nice you can do that at 4K. Low light is on, zoom not applicable, and clips off. Pro tune, bitrate, shutter and EV comp, white balance, ISO minimum, ISO max, sharpness, color, GoPro, raw audio off, and mics auto. On screen shortcuts, and that's that one. Let's go back. Next, if I now swipe downwards, you've got some additional options here. So voice control here, you can enable voice control if you wanted. And here, sound, so you can hear beeps from the camera as you're doing different options. So quick capture, power up and start recording just by pressing the shutter button. So that's good. Other GoPros did do that, but you can stop it from doing that as well. A lock button, so screen locks. Okay, grid uses to help frame your shot. Preferences, so connections, wireless connect device, camera info, Wi-Fi band, reset connections, general, beep volume, quick capture, default mode, auto power off, LEDs, anti-flicker, video compression. Let me show that, what's available. Time, date format, voice control. Okay, currently it's off, and these are the commands you can have on there. So that's quite a useful one. So if you don't want to look around for the button or the option, you can just tell it to do what you want it to do. Okay, let's go back again, regional. Okay, GPS is off as I selected previously, you can turn it off. Language and regulatory. Input, output, audio input is not applicable. About and reset. So that's all the options you have in preferences. Clicking here, landscape lock locks your screen in landscape orientation. You can flip it as well. Okay, so if you look at the top, you can see the time, the fact, location. So GPS is off, it's not connected to a mobile, and no cloud connectivity there. Okay, and that's the options you have available here. Sliding either way, it doesn't do anything, just sliding back takes you back. Going this way, photo mode, video mode, and time lapse option here. Okay, and coming down this way, you can see the media you've recorded. So very straightforward options, nothing too complex about it, and pretty standard to what you see on a GoPro in general. Next, I'm going to run you through all the options available on the different record modes. So I've got it on photo mode at the moment, and if I click there, you've got photo, live burst, and burst. So let's hit edit on photo. And lens wise, if I click on there, you can change your field of view. So if I scroll down, there you go, goes onto a narrow, linear, and then back to wide. So you don't have to have the fisheye effect on photos. Clicking on output, you can change it. So it's HDR, super photo, and scrolling all the way down, you've got raw. Okay, back to JPEG. Timer wise, you can set a delay when you're taking a photo. So if I increase that, you can just see 3 and 10 seconds there. Back to that, and then zoom. You can go up to 2 times zoom on there. Okay, coming back, if I click on live burst edit, okay, megapixel wise, if I go there, use 8 megapixel maximize capability with all phones. So coming down, I can reduce it to 12. Okay, so this would be used more for the option where you're going to be doing a live stream with it. Lens wise, you can't change it. Timer, you can set a delay on there. And zoom wise, you can zoom as well. Coming back, got burst, let's hit burst, edit on that. And lens again, you can adjust the field of view. Burst rate, so lets your GoPro capture up to 30 photos in 1 second. If I ramp that up, and there you go, 60 photos in a 10-second burst. Okay, coming back down. Output is standard, okay, so you can change that. Then you've got timer and zoom. Timer, same again, up to 10 seconds, and zoom, I'm assuming up to 2. Yeah, there you go. Okay, next, if we come out and change the mode now, so if I click at the side here, so I'll click on video next. There you go, video selected. You've got activity, if I click edit there, 2.7K resolution and 60 frames per second. Super view on the lens with that. Hypersmooth is on, low light is on. Let me show you the other options. There you go. And then with slow-mo, this is what you get. Let's see if we can change the resolution on slow-mo. So frame rate is 240 frames per second. If I increase it, nope, you can't stay at that. So obviously the highest one is 1080p at 240 frames per second. Okay, coming back, lens wide is disabled, hypersmooth is on, low light is not available, and zoom is not available, and Pro Tune, you can amend the values on this. Keep going. On-screen shortcuts as well, and that's it. Okay, coming back, so that's what you've got, and plus obviously lets you customize your own one if you wanted to. And then if we now flip over to the final one, which is time lapse, and if I go here, time warp is selected. If I click on there, it's a 4K, lens is wide, and speed is auto, and zoom is ×1. You've got the Pro Tune on there as well. That's that. And that would be used on, say for instance, a walk and you wanted to speed it up. So as you're walking along, so it would seem like a very fast walk through an area. So that would be perfect for that. Time lapse is where you want a stationary recording. So if you're recording a view happening or a static image, so where you're not walking along. So that's that one. And if I click on there, click edit. So resolution 4K, can amend that. Interval, you can change the interval on there. So every 60 seconds if you wanted to. Okay, format video. Okay, time-lapse photo, so you could do that. And zoom. Zoom is available as well with that. Okay, coming down. So no Pro Tune on that one. It's just this. Okay, so let's come back. And then you've got night lapse. So optimized for taking a time lapse in the evening. So if I now come in, you can see, you can adjust the angle, interval as well, and output. So format is just stays at photo, saves your photos as JPEG, shutter, zooms there as well, and Pro Tunes available on here. And that's it. Quite a lot of functionality available with this, and you could see how much you can customize it. So very impressive. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of the GoPro Hero 8. Excellent camera here, a lot of functionality in there. You've seen some of the sample footage. I love the fact that it's got the inbuilt stabilisation just like the Hero 7. Now, if you're coming from a Hero 7 thinking of buying the 8, I don't think you'd be that much impressed with it because a lot of functionality is in there anyway. But if you're coming from an older model, for instance a 6, which is what I own, I think you will be blown away. Great functionality in here. And the fact you've got this hyper smooth stabilization, really impressive with there. Sound quality is improved as well. And again, you've got great granular sort of tuning on here. So there you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details in the description below. Thanks for viewing and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.